Hi there, welcome to my video on affordable lead page alternatives. In this video, I will showcase a new site builder tool called Designframe and how you can build a landing page that's beautiful, elegant, simple, easy to use, and not only to mention affordable. Oh, and the most important thing I have to mention is that no coding experience is required. This is important because most tools such as Leadpages or even Squarespace and or WordPress are very effective, and Thinkific, for example, also is very effective at this, drag and drop site builder. But sometimes there can be some challenges to sort of styling and sort of making something look really match in terms of style and font. And really, Designframe is a great affordable alternative to Leadpages, and also a great tool to sort of, if you wanted to have something that's a little bit more elegant, but also something that's easy to sort of follow in terms of building your landing page. So let's take a look. So I'm already logged in to Designframe right now. And so this is sort of what it looks like when it's all built. Now you might want to know, how does this actually look when I'm building it? So then when I'm in the dashboard, as I look at this is the first page, and this is what people will see. And you can see this when I log into and go into my main page, that this is what people see. But in terms of the dashboard and back end, how does this get built? You'll see that the similar structure of Designframe also mirrors a lot of other landing page builders in that they use content blocks. So as you see, this is a header, and the header is right now just color. If you wanted to have something else, you can click on show, and then I can change it to a white color. Now, if I didn't like the way it looks, I can always go back and click on this hide button. So that's just one of the little nuances when you're working with Designframe, is that you have to be really diligent and particular about clicking on this button in the center so that it really references that this is the header that you're trying to hide and or show. So now let's move ahead to the second block of my page. Now you'll see that the block here, there's all these different arrows and buttons. So the arrow, and there's a copy, and then there's a trash button or delete button. So this is sort of a good reference if you are thinking about using Designframe and want to know how to navigate it. So this is sort of to help you see that right now this is the container, this block's width and size. And if I wanted to expand it, I can expand it to make it wider. I can make it more higher. So it really depends on what I want my landing page to look like. But if I wanted to just kind of keep it simple, I want to just go back to the regular size, I can click back on the normal and or boxed feature. Now, when I keep going down, before I keep going down, you might want to ask me, like, well, how is it that I was able to add text here? Well, the idea is that I'm going to click on the plus, and then I'm going to click on the text. And then once I click on this text, and then it'll come up with a text block, and here is where it makes it really simple to sort of type in dummy text and, make it bold. I can change the font. And the fonts, just so you know, these are, they only give you a select choice of fonts. So if this is a challenge for you, then this may not work. But if you're okay with the choices of fonts here, then this might work for you. And what I also love is that I can take this text and say, well, welcome to my website. Check out my YouTube channel. I know I didn't spell it right, but anyways, if I then wanted to sort of increase the, interactions of this and sort of point people to other links, I can add this link here to my YouTube channel. And then it'll give me the option of adding the URL here, and then adding YouTube. I'll just put youtube.com here, and then click on select. And so one of the other, I know there's a lot of other options, but we won't worry about those other options. We're just going to focus on linking my YouTube channel to that specific part. So I'll click on select, And now you can see that this is now hyperlinked. Now, if I wanted to continue adding more text, I would just go back and click edit and continue typing away. I can increase the font size. I can change the forefront color. And then I can also highlight this back color to different colors as well. And then, so you see kind of, I'm just playing around with it. There's all these different ways that you can sort of enhance your landing page and to make it more attractive. And so if I like it, I'll click save. But since this is a demo, I won't save it. I'm just going to click on discard. So that's one of the advantages of these blocks, is that nothing gets saved until you click save. Sometimes a lot of those site builders and landing page builders, like Leadpages or Squarespace, it gets automatically saved, and then it becomes a challenge because you're not sure yet if you're committed to that specific change. And so remember, these are all blocks, and I can always add these kinds of text blocks or text section blocks by clicking on plus and then adding the text. And so I'll continue. I built one here, and then this is my kind of like welcome headline, and then I want to add a subheadline. And then this is where this second block is kind of if you're looking for a very simple opt-in, just to sort of feature yourself as a consultant, as a solopreneur, any kind of service offering. This is great in that this block here, it can be, again, resized. I can move this up. So if I like it, and I can copy it, and then I can replicate it down here. And then if I didn't like it, I could also delete it. One of the other advantages I like about this tool is that if this draft is kind of a work in progress and it's not ready to be shown, I can hide it from the live website. So I can then click on hide, and then the block is hidden. And if I want to reveal it again, I can click on reveal. And then I can also delay showing this element by saying I'm not ready until like 4 hours later. So then I would estimate based on minutes and seconds and then put that in there. The other thing that I like about this block is that it's a little easier to use in terms of moving these blocks up and down. So as you see, there's these down arrows and up arrows to sort of indicate moving it down and or moving it up. And so it's pretty simple to sort of click and then move it down or move it up. And this kind of allows me to customize the look of my landing page. And then my favorite and most important element, I'm going to not keep that, but the most important element, as we know, of a landing page is this opt-in. And so if you are on MailChimp and you have to copy the code normally and then paste it in, and sometimes it doesn't look quite right, instead of having to fuss with code and MailChimp code or any other embed code from any other software, you can click on the plus widget, and there is a lead gen form. And if you click on form, and that's where you can insert a form here. Now, since I can sort of, for the demo purposes, delete this. And then again, I'll delete this again just so that you can see how this all works. And so I'm going to add the block, and here is where. So if this were you and you were looking to add an opt-in, what you could do is after this text, you would then click on plus for add widget, and then click on the form for lead generation, because my goal here is to capture leads and emails. And then once I click on form, it will then show up. Okay, so click on plus for add widget, and then form. When you click on form, then what you have to do is drag it. And I'm going to drag it to under here because this is where I want my form to be. And so there's already some options for fields such as name, email address, subject, and message. But if this was just simple, I would just keep name and or email as part of my opt-in. And then once I'm done, I click on Save Changes. And so now anytime someone comes to my site, they can fill in their name and email address. And that's how I can capture leads through here without any code, without copying any embed code from MailChimp, worrying about whether it looks good. I just kind of click on the add widget form, click on the form, and then drag it to where I want to go, and then customize the field. So this is sort of, and then if you see here, I've added testimonials, and this is where this is also really simple as well. These are all blocks, so go back to add widget, and there is a testimonials option. So here for what I've done for testimonials is sort of created 3 different blocks, 3 different sort of columns or blocks. And then I just copied, typed in testimonials, and then copy this and then pasted it to the next ones, just as a way to make it simpler and easier for myself. And then I just copy the text. And then if I want to modify the text again, I can change the font family or font style, change the color, change the size of the font, justify it, or even add bullet points. The idea is, again, this is very easy, drag and drop. Look for these blocks as a way to show you how you can even enhance this further. So then if I wanted to sort of make this a little bit more visually appealing, when I click on block, I can add a background color. I can add different overlays or even images, like maybe if I had like a template for these testimonials in the way that they were designed, then I could insert it here instead of having them as plain text. So this is just to show you that there's a lot of simple ways that you can build a landing page in DesignFrame. And then this contact information is pretty simple, and all these are social media icons that I can add. So what I really appreciate with the social media, that it's pretty standardized in here. So if I click again on the plus and then look for social media under media and then drag it here, they give me options for Facebook, Twitter, and Google. Now, if I want, I can sort of modify those, and I can even add LinkedIn. I've already not added LinkedIn, but if I wanted to, I can just click on LinkedIn, and there it goes. LinkedIn has been added. And then if I want, I could add Twitter. Oh, Twitter's already added, but if I wanted to add, I can add Pinterest. Now, if you're looking at this and you're like, well, now I've added a bunch of these social media icons, but I'm not ready to sort of showcase my page on Pinterest and or Google Plus, then what you can do to delete it is click on this, click on column. And so if I don't want to display Pinterest and or Google Plus, what I can do is click on this icon, and it'll get removed by clicking the delete button. And so if I do want to delete it, then what I'll do right now is see that these are the social media networks that are displayed right now. And then whichever ones I don't want, I just click on the Pinterest, LinkedIn, or Google Plus, just as, demo. Now, since you see this is just for demo purposes, and I've already added my social media icons, what I want to do is click on this column, click on this container, and then delete it because I already have it and I don't want to add it twice. So that's just a simple sort of demo as to sort of how you can build it from scratch. But what I also appreciate about DesignFrame is that there are already built-in templates. As you can see, templates are very common in a lot of software nowadays. And so the reason why is because template really is a good way to sort of guide you and to give you a framework to start off in building your landing page. And so we can take a look at some of the builder templates in DesignFrame that you can use. They're very similar, but also the idea is it's very easy. There's no coding. None of this is built with code, and anything can be modified by using the blocks and these resizing arrows. They can be duplicated. They can be removed. The key is to focus on looking for these blocks. and that you can add more with this plus button of add widgets. That it's very designed in a way that's very simple, so that you can see like the basic widgets of like adding an image, adding a container, lead generation widgets that you would need in terms of opt-ins, booking. Someone can sign up to book a call with you so that you don't even need to link to a Calendly. And then also if you were to create a membership site. There's a lot more, but I won't go into too many details. So let's pause briefly. And then if you like to keep going, I'm going to cover some of the different templates in another video. So thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Have a great day.